What's up, Payne? With new 2018 number 3 on experimental design. Seagrass are aquatic plants that reproduce sexually. Male seagrass flowers produce sticky pollen that is carried by circulating water to female flowers, resulting in fertilization. A researcher claims that mobile aquatic invertebrates can also transfer pollen from male to female flowers in the absence of circulating water. To investigate this, the researcher sets up the aquarium to model the possible interactions between invertebrates and seagrasses. Use the symbols below and the template aquariums to demonstrate the experimental design for testing the researchers' claim that mobile aquatic invertebrates can pollinate seagrass in the absence of circulating water. Draw the appropriate symbols in the negative control and experimental aquarium. Do not use any symbol more than once in the same aquarium. So here I can see that I'm trying to test the claim that mobile invertebrates are able to pollinate the seagrass in the absence of circulating water. So between my negative control and my experimental control, the only big difference needs to be those invertebrates, okay? So they should both have the male flower and they should both have the female flower because, of course, we need to see if that pollination is taking place. But the difference really comes into the invertebrate. In my negative control, there should be no invertebrate. But in my experimental aquarium, I should see that the invertebrate is there because I'm seeing how the presence of that invertebrate is going to affect the pollination. And so here the students answer. They put, of course, the male and the female in the negative control, and they put all three of them in the experimental control or the experimental aquarium. So part B, identify the dependent variable in the experiment, predict the possible results that, the experimental results that would support the researchers' claim that mobile aquatic invertebrates can also transfer pollen from male to female flowers in the absence of circulating water. So my dependent variable is going to be looking at these pollen grains. And so I'm going to determine the amount of pollination is taking place. I'm determining, are there more pollen grains in there? How much pollination is taking place? And then my prediction is going to be that I should see that there would be more of the pollination taking place in the ones that do have the invertebrates. And so the number or the presence of those pollen grains, there should be more pollen grains or more pollination in the experimental aquarium. The number that are fertilized, and of course, more fertilized in the experimental aquarium, and the number of presence of the seed, the fruit, or the offspring, how much reproduction. And there should, of course, be more in the experimental aquarium. Student says the dependent variable would be amount of fertilization that occurs between the male and female seagrass. I predict that more fertilization will occur in the experimental aquarium because the invertebrates will transfer the pollen from the males to the females. Hope that was helpful. Remember, 8 out of 10 was just best by all.